Hot 10, men. Hot 10, bros. We are an ultimate, believe it or not. Let's get some levels. We have experience potions as well now. Yeah, I've completed that quest apparently. Cheers. We might crash at one point, but let's see. I'm pretty sure we will crash at one. My map is already acting up. I didn't necessarily reset my game for a while now, guys. Apologies. It's alright. We'll open it again. Bloodspill Cleaver. I think we saved this guy. Why not? He gives good XP. We can drop a portal, come back to it. Oh, you know what? Like, we can just run. It's just next level. Krylik is saying, I'm playing a Vitality caster at the moment. Pretty fun. Pigskin is saying, it says about like 40 minutes till it is available. Yeah, I'm waiting for like Path of Exile download today. Pigskin is informing us on that. Gonna need to like take a really short break in between to like start downloading that thing. Hopefully it's not gonna cause any issues with latency and stuff. We'll see. Do you have a playlist? We are listening to Divinity Original Sin 2 soundtrack, the OST of it. How's it going, by the way, Lekos? Welcome, bro. Meatball is saying, I ask you questions if I have some, then. Well, you brought it on yourself, Krylik. Nobody else. Krylik is replying, I actually followed the guide somewhere for it. Let me find it. Nope, you're not getting out this easily. What's my weakest link on my resistances? Looks like bleed is questionable, I think. Maybe like 60% something? Yeah. 50 chaos. Okay. It's definitely playable. And as you remember, like we have some upgrades at 84, then we try and optimize once again. They are over here. We have like 4 items that we can use at level 84. I'll try and do like almost every single quest. I usually don't even remember where the cave entrance is, so that's like pretty much going to be the only quest that we're gonna skip. I will try and do like the slith necklaces. I need like one more slith necklace on me. Maybe can get lucky from that monster, not really. Looks like I can go through here on my map, but it is in fact blocked. That is weird. Gotta get rid of the fresh Hulk really quick. Lower the volume just a tiny bit, probably. How many crystals are we sitting at? 135. That's actually not so bad. I've been paying a lot of like attention to collecting every single, well, not only the components but also like crystals, bindings. Definitely helps you out when you try to craft something. And you don't need to farm so much. You know, like how we were quite lucky, not necessarily lucky, but we grinded really heavily apparently when it comes to like reputation, so we didn't necessarily need to like do something special or extra when it comes to like Malmouth resistance to get like XP pass. You know, if you came like this far without getting the experience pass, I strongly suggest you to like turn back to like Elite or something and get them. You know, how you can get it is just go to Steel Cap District, there's a table there, you can do the bounties, those are the quests. 5 every run, they're going to be giving you the reputation, you shouldn't be missing so much anyways. Get like revered with the Malmouth resistance and then afterwards you will be able to, yeah, you will be able to basically get the experience potions. The experience that you gain in Ultimate is ridiculously high compared to Elite quests. So, not from killing, just the quest itself. You will see when we are like turning back every single quest in Devil's Crossing. It's just going to be like 2 levels out of nowhere. That's like, it is really important that you like scale that with the experience potions for sure. Otherwise you're skipping on like, you know, an entire level. Or a free level probably. Alright, cheers Simon. Thank you. Did we find another one? Not really. We're gonna find it later on. Maybe from here, who knows. I'll try and remember like where I was going with this. Last 4 points. How's my stun resistance on this guy? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We could go something like Giant's Blood. We could go a little bit of like offensive ability and crit damage from this, which is not too bad for me. Giant's Blood is like a really good choice here. Proc that heals you. It's a quite like chunky heal. Definitely. Let's go for the Giant's Blood. Good morning, Sapin. How's it going? Welcome. What are you doing with Barrow Home in Ultimate? If I am not aiming to kill Ravager at any point with that character, in Ultimate, well, in Elite, Alright, so when we go to Ultimate Barrow Home, I try to be revered already. And I basically go back to Elite, buy everything that I have, go back to Ultimate, go enemies with them. That's usually like how I deal with it. That is like 95% of my characters. Because I do like the cave that you can farm for the Barrow Home, and they have a really interesting nemesis as well. The Reaper of Lost, it is one of the harder nemesis out there, for sure, hands down. It's pretty fun fight. But yeah, up until that point, like just because they have like a quartermaster and it is not that hard to like get revered with them, simply because like we actually have like 4 necklaces. We can open this. Nice. Yeah, simply because it's just gaining a lot of reputation by killing Chthonians, and you do kill a lot of Chthonians, right? So, it's alright. Cheers, Arbor. I'm gonna check it out right now. Oh. Dude, I'm so hoping we are not going to be lagging out. If we are going to be lagging out when I open that thing, actually, I'll continue the VOD some other time. Let me see. Alright, give me 1 second here. YouTube and Twitch. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Does that take the quest? Speak to Angrim, and yeah, we did. Nice. Sometimes when I like go for that waypoint, I kind of like forget about the Blacksmith quest. So I'm coming from the bridge, especially. I clicked something wrong at one point. Just recovered them. As I said, like really long time ago, I think it was like on the first VOD, if I'm not mistaken, of the DK. You do want to be siding with Angrim in ultimate difficulty, simply because like he's capable of giving armor percentage onto the crafts that you do with him. And that is, in my opinion, by far like the most valuable Blacksmith effects that you can have on your crafts. So yeah, Angrim is like the master race of crafts. Standalone patch is 4 gigs. That doesn't sound all too bad to me. It's fine. Also in headguard. Let's learn that quick. So, a couple of things. We need to do the quest in Weimar, I think, really quickly. Turn the necklaces, the slith necklaces, to this guy over here. And then I think we need to go like left side of the bar ritual also. There's 2 quests over there. Save the cook. Look at that experience, like free experience, it's insane. You also get the ethereal kills. I can check mine as well. Yeah, we are patching too. Let me know if this stream is lagging, please. It's quite important to me, since this is a VOD for YouTube. Alright, cheers. No lags. Thank you very much. A Crimson Spike. Started getting legendaries out of like heroes now. Look at the density. flying around. Yes, Leo, I know. Leo is saying, do you know that relics have their own completion bonus? So they don't necessarily take the Blacksmith effects when you craft a relic. They have like interesting stuff. They have like HP, if I'm not mistaken. They have like life leech resistance. They have standalone resistances as well. Those I don't necessarily know if like all of them. Oh, we should definitely do this cave, by the way. 100%. We'll most likely get a legendary out of this, let's see. There you are. Gonna pop a tincture here just in case. Wasn't so hard though. A mythical guillotine. That's not gonna do it, you guys. It's for level 84. It's okay damage values, but it's like heavy bleed. It's a bleed item anyway, so we're full. The Rift Hounds. Just imagine finding the empowered or like the mythical versions of the Dread Runes. That'd be incredible. That'd be insane. Just gonna drop one of the shields. We want to use them, so should be okay. Grats, Krylek. I actually could carry. Mutagenics. I'll ask that link one more time when I can, Emun. The door is open. This is insane. I love it. Save this guy over here. We don't need to go underground passage. This conversation is always weird. Follow me. We're gonna need to like leave some greens behind if I really want to try hard with like the iron bits. I could actually like go sell at this point. Wouldn't be too bad. Let's do so. Not really. So this ring over here. How's our resistances? Maybe we should keep this ring just for the time being. Cast speed, elemental damage. The Starseeker's Cord. This is not a bad cord, by the way. Like if you're, you know, in my case, I wouldn't keep this simply because like we are not going to be creating another softcore character, very likely. But yeah, if like that belt is not bad at all. You can keep it in the bank. What about this? Poison, pierce, all this whatever, I suppose. It has the right damage numbers. I think we need to keep this as well. I think so. There was like a ring or something that I wanted to keep as well, right? Yeah, that is. Right. Terrible. One point into this is pretty good. On single targets, when we charge something, reduce the target's defensive abilities. Really good. And right now, honestly, like, I'm kind of wondering if I should go blindside more or fighting spirit. I'm just gonna go for fighting spirit though, I think. Let's go back to like what we were doing. We should have like more room to collect more greens now. Can you use an end date for a faction you haven't met yet? Yes. It would have been rather like annoying if that wasn't the case, actually. Just carrying them around until like you meet and using them one by one. See if the door is open over here. Nice. Sometimes this door is closed, so you need to like go through the Aether room. Remember guys, we're gonna get like a relic upgrade from Act 2 start. That's going to be a big upgrade simply because this one has like 300% if I'm not mistaken when we use it. 300% like all damage. The new one is gonna have like 500%. That's a pretty big upgrade versus like bosses and single target stuff. 200% all damage increase is really good, especially for a character like this. Don't necessarily think we're sitting on like way too many percentages right now. Crafting a calamity here for a point of devotion. Calamity is an easy craft, by the way, for the most part. Especially if you have the recipe. Do we have the blueprint for it? I'm honestly not sure. Let's check it out. Might even be like a base that doesn't require any. Yeah, as I guess. Calamity is a really easy craft. Let's just go for it. That's alright. Essentially, you are trading like one tainted brain matter for a devotion point. A couple of items over here as well. It is definitely possible for you to like get a legendary out of this. 1 times. Wondering if I'm going to be hitting 85 after completing every single quest in Devil's Crossing. Probably not, but it might actually be like 84.5 or something. Sweet crystals. There was no clusters drop once again. We have like 5 clusters finally though, so that's alright, I guess. Inspiration to rank 17. So if you just judge from my like experience portion, we're about like 25 minutes-ish into Ultimates. Almost done with Act 1. You remember the times where like the character had a little bit of like DPS issues. We have actually 4 or so items that we're going to be replacing like really soon as well. All of them being massive upgrades almost. So character's really ready to basically farm, even in Ultimate in my opinion. That's incredible news. And we made it out of scratch. We didn't necessarily need to like farm at all. So it's a really reliable build. We will end up farming pretty soon. It will actually like end up being a really grindy character. But the stuff that we are going to be farming are going to be reliable. As in, that is the whole purpose of running this character, the Krieg DK, because the set is farmable. And depending on like how lucky we are gonna get, we're gonna need to farm a lot or just a little bit. Might have been lost just a tiny bit. It's okay now. Door was all here all along. Hey, I want that. Just a side note, by the way, like if you would like to play physical and still stay battle mage, like you don't necessarily need to do the build swap like I do at all. Like you don't necessarily need to farm for Krieg either. You will have items that are like going to be coming for you as well, but they're not necessarily reliable to farm. That's going to be the problem. For instance, you would like to go for like Stonefish Rebuke Mythical. That's a complete random drop. Let's get the crystals, it's alright. Is it just me lagging? We can check from OBS. I've dropped on the 68 frames, so it should be okay. Apparently like the patch is already done anyways, so. Might be just you. Garlic. Sorry, bro. My chance to crit this guy is 12% right now, with my procs up. Without the procs, it's a little bit lower. I just hit a zombie, so it's not easy to check anymore. You can check it out again. 8%. But I'm really tanky though, really tanky. Even with like 59% Aether resistance here. Seal of Destruction. What's my 2p? Conversion to fire? Mythical Grim Fates. You're not gonna do it. So Act 1 is this. No, actually, like, we need to do the Barnabas quest as well, right? Please don't crash here. Please. That would be, like, setting us back so much. Alright, let's see. Well, that is 84. We might actually hit 85 out of this. Sounds a bit distorted, really? Nope. We just critted for like 80,000. I wonder like what's our highest hit so far. 82,000, that's it. The thing is like Force Wave is not necessarily the hardest hitter. Definitely not. Alright, experience hype. Just watch the XP bar. I was thinking like 84.5. This is going to be 5.5. Beautiful. Devil's Crossing is halfway towards Revered. It's one of the harder ones to get to Revered. Eyes are saying, so the video where you got to you finally got your precious. Grats. Thank you very much for the 200 bits, Eyes. Cheers. And thank you. Yeah, it felt so good, you have no idea. We farmed for hundreds of like Steps of Torment. About like 400 runs, maybe, give or take. Maybe a lot more actually, I don't know. We don't have a number, but finally I've gotten the Anguish Ring. I was looking for like this ring set. Alright, I'm refusing to take this quest apparently. So, this is the point like where we check out the item replacements. Devil's Cage traps your foes in pure. This is really interesting, by the way. This trap, the Devil's Cage. It's 100% proc. It has like a small cooldown as well. It's such a reliable thing. This is a good item. And it's actually giving us like more physical, more trauma, more HP, more defenses, more physical resistance. Everything is ridiculously good on this. But we are sort of dropping some other resistance, which is Vitality. That's kind of bad. We're also gaining like quite a lot of armor if you look at it. So that's good. We're gonna take out like... we're gonna take this add-on out, I think, right? So we have a new weapon as well over here. Let's compare these two. As we discussed before, like the damage per second is complete lie, simply because the left one has attack speed, and attack speed is doing absolutely nothing for me. So it's cast speed for Force Wave. Don't compare the tooltip DPS, but compare other stuff, we have a lot higher physical damage, like even more internal trauma. We have physical resistance actually 8%, and the damage numbers, like the implicit damage numbers, they're higher as well. So this is a pretty good upgrade, in fact. Let's keep the Severed Claw in this, and maybe even apply it already. It's alright. The next one that we can use is this ring. And this medallion. I think one of the rings is actually like quite low level, if I'm not mistaken. 312. Huh. Is this giving me any spirit? Shit. Because like 1 point is not gonna cover it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, 1 point is not gonna cover it. It's kind of bad. We're pretty close to like leveling up. What we could do is like we can run like this and then replace it with this one later on, but my poison resistance is pretty bad apparently. Bleed seems to be okay. Movement speed and elemental resistances and bleed resistance. I am wondering if we can make it black tallow on this guy. Even if we can make it, probably we are missing the components recipe. No, it's actually there, and it will require a couple of riftstones, 3 to be exact. Riftstones, we can make it. Let's do it. Alright, black tallow is going to be helping us big time here. So black tallow is a component that you can put to either amulets or medals, and that is good to like recover from the chaos resistance missing. It's a pretty valuable component. I would say like most of the time more valuable than the item that you level up with. So you're gonna need to like take it out when you're done for the most part. Sell some of the items here. There was like... Yeah, this medal goes away. The other medal is obviously better, but like we're gonna check this ring out. I was gonna say like there was like a medal or something that we were waiting on. It's not gonna happen though. Definitely not. So there's obviously like the components that we can put to the new items as well. We're revered with like a bunch of stuff. I've been collecting some components here, I mean augmentations here and there. I probably dismantle these. I have a couple. Look at this medal, by the way. We have been finding quite good medals apparently. Level 85 with like 6% experience gain. It's funny. I'm gonna dismantle these if the quest is ready. The quest is not ready. I need to like carry them around for now. So keep the add-on over here. It's okay. Wardstone is not necessarily like the best add-on, but like whatever. What sorts of things that I collect so far for elemental resistances, chaos resistance, physical damage? This is not so bad. Yeah, this is okay for the weapon as well. Our poison resistance is like the rippiest part of what we are doing right now. How is like the Robbers' reputation right now? They're almost there, almost there. There's going to be an interesting component with Robbers really soon. So if you put like the Wardstone over here, yeah, we cannot put a Wardstone anymore, just replace something else. We're gonna need like an anti-venom salve just for now, but then afterwards I think it will be okay. Like, we're gonna do something a little bit rippy. We're gonna play with, like, low poison resistance, just a tiny bit. And then afterwards, I'm thinking, we get the Robbers' reputation up. And I buy their things. And I should be able to reach there in about, like, 10 to 15 minutes. Like, I need to be careful for like 10 minutes. We can pop like a potion or something. I think we'll be fine afterwards. For 10 minutes we should be okay. Let's use like lightning and cold resistance if there's such a thing. Fire cold. Lightning cold. On that one for now. Okay, that's not too bad. And I can put like vitality resistance as usual, like this thing. 10% vitality resistance isn't so bad. I'll say this is playable, you guys. For now. We're gonna have new items at like level 90. Worst case, you can use this ring. Should I use this ring? I probably should be using this ring. Maybe I'm too greedy. Let's use this ring. I'm too greedy. We can put like a corpse dust this time. Yeah, that looks a lot better, isn't it? This empowered curse bearer is like pretty good too. I will check it out like when I have one more spirits into my attributes. Next level we can put like the last spirit node. Let's start Act 2 here. Hands are saying we don't need maximum resistance. This side is going to be blocked. I hate it when this happens. I'll need to like take this quest from here though. I'm actually gonna come back for this. I want the one-shot chest inside there. Should we like save it? Maybe we should save the one-shot chest there. To like level 94-ish. To have better items dropping from it. Let's try it. I'll save the one-shot chest, I'm not going back. Chilies! Look at him just sitting inside the trap. The chap is from our chess pieces outside. It's funny. Let's check if I was like he needs a dynamite spawn. Somewhere here, maybe. Maybe there? No. We're actually life stealing quite heavily. Speaking of which, like, lifesteal is incredibly good for Force Wave. It scales ridiculously good, Force Wave that is, from your weapon. It's like 200% or something stupid, so... Yeah, 232% in fact. Earlier on today, I was actually like leveling up a Trickster basically, but it was like a Primal Strike level 90ish, playing about like the same zone as this place. It was feeling so squishy. This guy's nowhere near that. It's incredible, this guy right now, how tanky it is and how much of a beating it can take. It really is just face rolling. So as I said, like in comparison to like something like a Necromancer leveling with the skeletons, you can definitely have more fun, yes. And you can probably get to like level 60, maybe even level 80 a lot faster than this guy would be. But if you have a good weapon, around like level 80 the stakes 100% over, for sure. We need a little bit of like stun resistance somehow. Not really sure how. Maybe after getting like Behemoth we can like this node is pretty much dead. 300 HP right now. Bone Weave and the Watcher Crest. What's a Watcher Crest, you guys? Medal. Okay. Level 86. Do I give spirits one more time? Don't really know. I mean, this ring is like so much better. Let's give like one spirit more. It's okay. One there, one there. Just say, hey Mala, are you ready for the Path of Exile starts in like 2 hours? New patch to download. Yeah, I've already downloaded. Thank you. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'll play some. Let's turn in some quests. You know, Crash Arena. Like, at this point, this is so much better than what we're rocking right now, guys. Neither one of them has any resistance, so we don't necessarily go through, like, optimizing either. Alright, I'm gonna start using this. We're gonna need to, interesting pants. We're gonna need to like hit the Spirit's Guide. Try to fix our buttons a little bit here and there. There's been some weird stuff there. Siphon Souls. So, like if I was going to play another soldier, I would definitely keep this belt, for instance. It's not so bad at all for a leveling soldier. Thank you, thank you. So 1 point from there. Oh, I lost so many points into break morale, apparently. That kind of makes me sad. It definitely makes me sad. Shit. Yeah, I need like at the very least 1 more point. I want to put like 1 point over there as well. I'm gonna take 1 more. I need to put like 1 more point into force value, I think, right? So we're gonna take pretty much like all the points from this actually. We definitely start with force wave. Then we max out to break morale, I guess, the physical resistance. And the last pointer goes to here, probably. Yeah. This is messed up because of like our belt change, obviously. We can also put like an augmentation on it now. Don't really know like what I was running. Pierce and fire? That sounds weird. Vitality and Chaos. Chaos I like, but the rest, no. Full Aether doesn't sound too bad to me at this point. 59%. That's fine. Definitely. You can even put like a full Aether onto the chest piece. Interesting. I don't know why, Mala, you keep the add-on and destroy the items. You can find components easier than the items. I disagree. I don't need to keep that item at all. We lied to this guy. That's an upgrade for me. As I said, like, I would definitely keep that item if I was going to level up another soldier, though. That's an okayish leveling item. Okay. Royal jellies. I actually learned that recipe. Nice. So how are we doing with these guys? 1.3k? We should be getting revealed with them maybe like after these quests? I don't really know. 500% ink. I shouldn't have taken that hit simply because of my stun resistance. I was wondering if I was gonna like take any damage from it. Not really. It's not the damage though, it's the stun. Didn't think about that. The Devil's Crossing is getting closer as well to the revered point. Master of the Arena is not there. Death just comes. The fuck was that damage? Let's pop another XP pot before I forget about this. Can you guys imagine the damage that we would deal if I can find a mythical Stonefist Rebuke at this point? That would increase the farming rate that we're gonna have versus the Krieg set pieces as well. And obviously Theoden too. We are not going to be farming them up until like level 92, I would say, something like that. That usually takes about like Homestead. Maybe a little longer, just a little longer. Most likely the left side of Homestead. Then we should be ready to like turn back to Elite and then do some farming for it. This guy is hurting me. The double health. Doesn't have anything else on it though. Double dynamite, please. Money bags. One scrap. A gunslinger. What is our devotions right now? 52. Gunslinger isn't necessarily like the hardest one to craft either. Let's check it out. Let's check it out really quick. It's just that like I don't know if I know the recipe. Maybe this guy is selling it though, the Ellis guy. It's definitely possible. Yeah, the gunslinger is not there. Let me see if this is the guy that's selling it. It might be. Bladethorn, Aether Soul, Gunslinger. There we go. Resilient Plating. Yeah, battle shells are like a little bit low. But yeah, I'm gonna go for it. It's alright. Let's just get like one more devotion point. Start rocking the behemoth. Might even get a legendary out of this, who knows? Feels bad. Nope. Put it to field command. Put like Brutal Slam back in there. Wondering if I'm missing anything. I don't want to use the gaze. Find it is a bit weird without the cast speed. Yeah, we're gaining like some Devil's Crossing reputation from here, that's true. I wonder if the quests that we're doing right now are like giving this crossing or like Rovy's reputation. I suppose like half an elf. I'll probably prefer like the Rovy's to be able to like fix my poison resistance. How many experience, like potions? You mean? How many experience potions are needed to like level 100 from like level 1? That definitely depends on your like speed of your leveling. If you're slacking bunch, you will definitely need more. If you're logging out every now and then or dying, I think you lose the XP as well, right? My nose is itchy again. Are you talking about like the actual number? I have absolutely no idea, Leo. Absolutely no idea. Make a Google search. Hey, the key. Oops. One more cluster wouldn't hurt. You choose to keep some for yourself over here. You get to keep a little bit of cluster as well. It's quite handy. Will you die? What just happened, by the way? Did I just get like a mythical castle armor blueprint from a regular monster? I think that just happened. That's interesting. Yeah, what you talking about, Eric? How's it going? Welcome. I'll check out my reputations. The Myrmidon Revered Star. Started getting like level 94 items, in fact. That's really good news. Probably not on the greens. Maybe there's a chance to get them. Oh, there they are. Joins blood with like rank 5. Single double rare, I see. I actually think that doesn't sound too bad. In 150 crafts, that is. $88. I should reveal with the robbers as well. We should buy the band-aid from them. Not band-aids, augments. Gimme. I'll TP back when we're done with this place. This is going to be like anything poison in this anyways, so it's alright. Like the poison part is the most important part when it comes to them. Should be fine. We might actually like end up finding some better... that freeze resistance, so what's my freeze resistance? 26%. Alright, that's actually not that bad. So still for about like 2 seconds there. Good 2 seconds. Spell Scourge Visor. Twenty percent of the elemental damage is also being converted to physical as well. That's an interesting item. I think my lifesteal right now that's coming from like my belt and my ring is giving me really good sustain. And the monsters that we're fighting, they don't have any leech resistance, so... what to say? No. No, man. We still need like one more passage, right? Come back here, you. Actually, Devil's Crossing is pretty close to. Should be able to get like revered when we're in Homestead, I think. We could always run like a Cromney run or something, I don't know. Cool. I'll face tanking this. Hopefully it's gonna be alright. It's probably not alright actually, it's gonna bail. Against one is like closing in. There's an MVP priest somewhere. There we go. Cannot scare me with those blue balls. Give me a second. Cheers, Harbor. What's it doing? You're late to the party. Go against one. Let's open the chest over there as well. Kilvin promised me a Shattered Soul job. Mythical Iskandra hood. Alright. Okay. That's crazy drop. Get through to the midway charge. Killian, don't disappoint me here. Don't do this to me. That looks like it is a bit expensive. I am still gonna check it out though. It'll be a Shattered Soul, by the way. He did not disappoint, in fact. 3.7k in queue. Yeah, let me queue this up real quickly. Let me queue this up. Your saved credential, please re-enter the password. Rest in peace. 4.7k in Q. Alright. So, the Dreadwalkers. Already learned the Gwill Relic. This was giving something else. Sucks that we are getting the item that we already learned. So we need like a cold stone, and on top of that we need like one of those fangs, which I don't remember the name of. Hallowed Fang maybe? Yeah, there it is. This one doesn't seem so hard. What about the cold stone? A cold stone seems fine too. Let's just craft this, guys. Alright. Should be fine. Requires level 11. The Hallowed Fang isn't so bad if you're like going by its stuff. The Codex of Eternal Storms and the Stoneplate Waste Guard. The Codex is for level 75, so it's not a mythical version. It's an old item. So I'm actually thinking of taking like stun resistance here with this devotion point. You can easily get like 15% stun resistance from there, but we could also do, what we could do is like 30% stun resistance, armor absorption, and pierce maximum, and also freeze resistance. So that's obviously gonna like need one more point, but I think we should go for it. I have only like one more point remaining anyways. It's not so bad. The only bad part about this is that like the point that I just spent is pretty much like a dead node. But the next one is going to be more valuable than what the throne would have gave me. Yo, what's up, Matt? I'm good. What about you? Very good. Yeah, I'll check out the loot filter at some point. Yo, what's up, Flashy? That's the easy part anyways. Guys, I cannot decide if I want to like start farming the Krieg pieces at like level 90 or like 92. The good reason behind 92 is that like at the very least 90, I think. We can mess around in elite difficulty a little bit at level 90, I suppose. Let's be careful with the Rock Eater over here. My stun resistance is rather low right now. Rock Eater would destroy me. He would kill me, most likely. No matter how tanky I am. Well, obviously I need to fail it as like Rock Throw as well, but gotta pay attention to it. Hey! Didn't even know there was like dynamite drop from here. No, Matt, no. Just lower the quality if you would like. That is level 89. We can get like one more level all the way up to like Homestead easily. Maybe run the Pine Barrens too. We could run the Pine Barrens, guys. Pine Barrens is quite fast. It's okay. It'll give me like a free level and a half. The Immortal. Oh yeah, speaking of which. Still doesn't fix my personal instance, did I? Before something bad happens, let's check that out. Alright. We're gonna buy like a couple of those. Yes, and cold. I'm not really sure if this will like ever come handy, honestly. The thing is, like, if I can figure out like even the one place to put this on, I think it's going to be helping me big time. Light and cold. Yeah, light and cold sounds like the idea. Wasn't there like something else right now? Vitality Chaos, right, is your Fire and Light. Fire is 134. Yeah, we could go for Fire and Light. I don't mind. It's the gloves. So 80% poison. Let's play. Sounds good to me. Doing this again. As I said, like, we can tank like every single hit he has. It's not about the hits though, it's the stun. I should not be. I don't have any stun resistance, so. I literally stood like still for like 2 smashes in ultimate. It's funny. Yeah, I think you guys like we're gonna do the Pine Barrens as well. So how we do is like we get to Homestead, we take our portal back, we complete the entire Pine Barrens, and then that is when we start farming the Krieg pieces. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Like alternatively, we can start farming the Krieg pieces before doing the Pine Barrens as well. It should be okay though. Like I like my character right now. I think we have the strength for Pine Barrens easily, so it should be fine. We get an upgrade or 2 in the meantime too. There was like 2 items in my bags, shoulders and helm, waiting for like level 90. Those are not so bad. Right, okay-ish upgrades. We did not find a level 94 that is good for me yet though, that feels bad. Pretty bad layouts. Giant's Blood to rank 9 is going to be somewhere around there, but I cannot even reach there from here. It's funny. I need to go from here. Hey! At least the treasure trove is here as well. That's good news. Hey, clicks. I've done it like multiple times that I didn't click the scorps after killing a Krix and the quest is not completed. Where are you guys coming from? Very late to the party. The touch of command. Okay. What about me, Harbor? Such insolence, man. Aethros. I'm thinking like if we should do anything in Ultimate at all, like before swapping to that farm. I don't really know. Helios Codex. Need to clean the bags before we continue to find barons. We're actually playing this really fast. Like it has been like about 1.5 hours so far, just judging from like my experience spots. See what sort of like. Yeah, sure. I can take both of them actually. Don't mind. We should have actually like exploded these, dismantled them. Back into them. I'm really scared that I'm gonna crash soon. Maybe I should just like restart my accounts. Clients. Yeah, I'll sell these as well, it's okay. Aether and Chaos damage. I didn't sell something wrong, right? Like, that's one we don't like. Yeah, not really. Thieves Internal Charm on this one, with like offensive ability, lightning, and Aether resistance with the lightning bolts. Not really. I think I like mine a little bit better anyways. The only part is that like it doesn't have any cast speed, so... I actually think like we're gonna have to turn in some quests. Like one of them is going to be in Broken Hills. It's a stat point from there. Yo, Caesar, can I say hi? I'm actually really wondering if we're going to be lucky with the craze drops or not with this character. So far we have been, obviously. Just like one pace from like my first skill on board and arguably like the best one to drop it. Simply because like we don't necessarily want to go that far every single time. Even though like there's a Theorin kill as well for the weapon. I don't really know like what sort of weapon we're going to be sitting on at the very end. When it comes to like MIs like that, especially green ones, it's really hard to like get a good one. Even if you get something relatively okay, it's hard to say, you know, hard to be content or satisfied with it. You can always say like, hey, it could have been like this, you know? Ancient armor plates. Hey, that's insane! An ancient heart and a mythical blueprint. Cowl of the Blind Assassin. That's great. Not for the character that we're playing, at least. Lucky with the Glantra. You guys think we can, like, face tank Mukara? Yep, we can. Interesting. Medium chest over here as well. That is level 90, by the way. Like, maybe we should use the new items before starting the farm. Why not? Let me just, like, compare them really quickly. So, more damage. It's actually having exactly the same resistance as it was. It's just, like, an upgraded version of what we were using before. So, this is, like, a no-brainer upgrade. What about this one, though? Aether and Chaos resistances. That is the one that we're missing. In fact, both of them are the same. It's funny. Just realized. This one's like flat, no HP, no offensive ability. It gives like blitz pluses. It is double the armor. Yeah, we'll most likely start using both of them. In fact, I think it's fine. I don't necessarily remember like what this place requires when it comes to like devotion points. Hey, we're lucky with the entrance. We might actually get the like last devotion point that we're missing. I think there's one here. Usually when I'm taking the characters seriously, like I just jump into Crucible for a couple of like levels at the very start and extra devotion points, so that like you don't necessarily depend on the expensive shrines and the ultimate difficulty. I think it's a good way to like cut yourselves a little bit of slack when it comes to like components that you're spending. It obviously speeds up the leveling just a tiny bit as well, since your character is, you know, able to reach higher devotion count earlier on. You're stronger. I think I missed, not sure. Double Ancient Hearts, that's really lucky so far. We might even get a third one, maybe even a fourth one, like from the spider, I don't know, let's see. DK saying Crucible devotions helped a lot on my cabalist. I mean, obviously, like, you don't necessarily start at level 1 in Crucible, like, you just jump into, like, the, you know, campaign, just like you should. And then afterwards, like, level 6, level 7-ish. Before taking the first constellation in the cave, or devotion shrine in the cave, you go to Crucible then. Get some like AoE from those levels, really heavy AoE. That way it's a lot faster, obviously. That's another pretty good item for level 94. Too bad, not for me. We actually go from the closer range. That's cool. Nice. If it's not hardcore, I should just go for Crucible and straight up like die 3 times to get a level 3 and farm some like 10 waves with like some initial skills. Honestly, it doesn't matter if it's hardcore or softcore DK. Just like just do the first quest in the campaign. It gets you like level 7 or something. Just don't click the devotion shrine. That's about it. I've heard about this one from you before. Like even then, I would still do what I say. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see what the devotion shrine is going to require here. I mean, I'm probably a little bit surprised though, because I really dislike dying in games. It's kind of triggering me. There's a treasure chest on the left side. Flowers. It's a rampage. We could check it out. Like, I do not mind. Let's see. Rampage is an easy craft apparently. I'll take it. This is going to be our like last devotion point, and it's gonna give us quite lots of like stun resistance and freeze resistance. That being said, I'm gonna like replace my helm as well. On the helm we were using Mighty and Chaos resistance with a runestone. We keep the runestone. I'm gonna put this one over there, put that one over there. Where's my White City Chaos? Let me see. Shoulders, it was like pierce. I suppose we're gonna need to pierce one more time anyways. Keep the add-on. Rip legendary. Alright. We have like 1 more point into Force Wave now thanks to this, I think. Tiny bit of like more multipliers as well, but like less HP. But we don't need that much HP anymore, it's okay. Character is really good. Flesh Eater, Leg Wraps, Eldritch, Rage Flame, Spellblade. The Eldritch Mirror is a component for chest and head with like attack speed, cast speed, and white hit resistance, it looks like. And the Rage Flame Spellblade is one-handed dagger for 82. My sensei, I just completed the Krieg set, so I just have to try Battle Mage. Which class is like better to start with? Any suggestions about like devotions? It's been a while when I created a new character. My son, at the end of the day, like it all comes down to you for the Battle Mage that you're gonna play. Like if you would like to play like a caster style, Arcanist is a good leveling. But I leveled this one for instance with Soldier. Soldier has a good leveling too. The only annoying part about Soldier is sometimes you will need to find some weapon upgrades. You know, your weapon is going to be quite crucial like the entire time. But in the worst case scenario, you will be able to like do a Bastion of Chaos as I did, and you will end up with one of these Obsidian War Cleavers, which is incredible for Force Wave. So even then, like it's only a couple of levels that annoys you. So if you do your part, like you will have a good weapon all the time. Rather be like reputation. So it's up to you. And that being said, like I think converting to Krieg from a Force Wave is tiny bit easier than converting from like a cold spellcaster Arcanist leveler, let's say. So you decide. No problem. And at any point, like if you have any questions, like even if I'm playing Path of Exile, just link your thingy. Maybe I'll have time to check it out. Or somebody else will most likely help you out, it's alright. Nimble Crest. Ooh, these are hitting hard. What's my physical resistance, you guys? We actually have 27% physical resistance. Fun times. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go and Scream. Coming to an end here for the ultimate difficulty. Next time they see us in ultimate difficulty, in fact, we might be quite stronger than what we are right now. One thing that new players are underestimating is the amount of farming that you can do in Elite. It is definitely true that like there's lower drop rates. But that being said, we're gonna need to farm the Krieg set pieces in Elite simply because we're not going to be too strong, like ridiculously strong, to kill the ultimate Krieg set droppers as fast as we would on Elite, and the drop rates are same. On top of everything, sometimes, not always, but sometimes, things are really hectic in Ultimate Act 6. Really hectic. Doesn't happen always. Sometimes you can have like 4 heroes of those like Titans and Colossus with like one of them arcane and charging at you all the time. You really are not there for that reason. While rushing for like Ternox or something. Definitely not. But while doing this in Elite, you will also see that like we're gonna get a couple of legendaries too in the meantime. But yeah, if I was to just farm legendaries, it would be, you know, even with a weak character, it would be an ultimate, 100%. It would be killing like Warden, killing like Cromney or something. Maybe a couple of like chests here and there. Splitting your farm before resetting your session in Grimdawn is actually quite important, especially if you're trying to go for different items and that you're like getting annoyed because you're sort of getting the same item all the time. If you have that problem, try to increase the session that you play in instead of resetting your game all the time. In the session that you're playing, Grimdawn remembers the items when it comes to legendaries, and it doesn't drop a duplicate. When you exit the game, it's done though. It's done for. Look at my timing with my experience, but I'm really scared that we're gonna crash because this is the last portal that I'm taking. Please don't crash. We're good. Give me 91. So, Devil's Crossing is pretty close to like Riviera. Black Legion actually got revered as well. Covenant's repaired as well. Scream is saying it's Friday. Cannot complain. Know the feeling. Just watch me, he said. So let's clean the bags. I'll restart my clients afterwards, and after then, what we could actually do is we need to learn this. What we could do is we could run just one in part 10, just like one round. Kill Theo, kill the Krieg droppers, and see what's up. Pretty much. Physical trauma with increased duration. Defenses for level 94. This is actually an upgrade for us if we ever get to level 94, that is. Yeah, there's a couple of items that I would like to dismantle or just like store in the stash. Let's do that before we start farming. I think that we could. Delete this, delete that. Alright. 1 point there, and then the rest is probably here, in fact. We're actually level 91. We can keep the belt. The belt is an upgrade for me, so why not? We don't really need like this many crystals, but then again I realize that we are in like soft core, so when you drop to the floor it doesn't necessarily delete your items anymore, so that's an interesting feeling. .6k. Let's see. A-Town with the host, guys. How's it going, A-Town? Hope you're doing fine. Thank you very much for the host of this thing. Cheers, man. Welcome for the ones that are joining from A-Town stream. We are playing the DK. And we're gonna find like some crate pieces. I think just one round. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we switched to Elite. Started. Let's see like how much of a face roll it is compared to like what we were just doing. It is probably going to be not that different. I like my resistances though, that's for sure. We don't necessarily need to use like experience parts at all. It's alright. The annoying part about this is that like we're gonna need to kill Theoden as well. That's a target that I don't necessarily like all that much. Aether Flame. Really don't like my frame rate in this place. Let's hope the Forgotten Gods are not going to be having these type of stuff. I think it's Gunners, no sly. It's been a while that I had them, like maybe like 4 years or something. I use them like whenever I feel like my eyes are tired when I wake up. And I'm gonna sit through like 8 hours in front of computer again. They're definitely useful in that case. Don't use them all the time. Maybe even I should, I don't know. Hello Tanox, how about a crate piece? Depending like on my iron beds, we can choose to never mind gathering the greenies. There's a dynamite spawn somewhere over here. Sometimes. Let's see. $20 frame rates. Oh no, he actually saw me. Wish I had a dispel for you, buddy. Well, at least there are no Myrmidons around. He's actually like quite tanky for elite difficulty. That's what I was talking about. Like, it's not necessarily going to be a complete face roll by the looks of things. So basically what you're watching right now in part 10, like right now at least, this is going to be like the entire part 11 most likely. And hopefully, like how many ever hours it's gonna take us, we will try to like complete, obviously not only like the Krieg parts, every single one of them, but at the same time maybe find a shield, a green shield. Especially from, I think it is dropping from the Colossus that we kill. So we should probably like prioritize killing them for sure. I am sometimes skipping some monsters. And we will also like try to find a good weapon from the last boss. One thing that is interesting is that like since we are level 91, I'm kind of curious like what sort of weapon the last boss is going to drop. Is it going to be like 94? Is it going to be like 91? I think it is like rather flexible. It might actually be like level 92. Really don't know. We should be able to like understand it after a couple of kills. Hey. That's the guy that we need to kill. Oh wait. I remember something. Don't we have like this devotion after getting the stun there? Alright, our stun resistance is like 30% higher now. I should definitely feel better. Sitting with like 83% PS as well. Maybe he is here. That would be really good. He's not there. What about here? Oh, he's here. That's fine. Yeah, finding like these two like flesh guardians, it might actually turn out to be annoying when we're like going for the last boss there. That depends. Yeah, ridiculous to tanky. This is insane. If this was like ultimate, this would have been pretty deadly in my opinion. At least I wouldn't have been able to charge in like this. See how this guy is reacting. That's Screech. There's definitely not going to be a base roll, the last boss. I don't like him so much. Need like better DPS on him, so we don't need to deal with the ads at all. The meteors actually like stop dropping when you kill him. If you manage to kill him in mid, that's interesting. Never happened to me before. He slams now? Never mind. Kinda curious about the level of the item. It is level 92. As I said, like, it's going to be pretty flexible. The highest roll could be 94 or 95. This is a Nightblade Malice, so it is not necessarily the good one. It's like Vitality Chaos rolls with like some Nightblade pluses, I suppose. It's not all too bad. Didn't really get a legendary out of the entire run either. Yeah, I would say like from these farming routes, like this is going to be most likely the most annoying part that we're going to be doing. But I think it's a good replacement to the Mind Warp, which you would ultimately need on a character like this. YouTube, this was part 10. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on 11. The 11 is going to be ridiculously grindy. It might actually be a little bit stale too, but like we will get where we want to be. See you then.